Hey there, Larry. This is Ashley with Diamond City Digital. We spoke on the phone last week, and yeah, in this quick video, I'm going to show you 3 things you guys can fix on your website today so you guys can start bringing in more customers right away. I know you're probably wondering why I'm making a video like this, and the reason why I make these videos, I found out a while ago, there's a lot of small business owners that are just so busy running their businesses and taking care of their customers that they just don't have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And usually the only thing really stopping them from hiring somebody to help them with that is they just don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So what I started doing was giving away these free attack plans for free, and some people take this information and do it themselves, but some people do say, you know what, Ashley, I like you. This stuff makes sense to me. I just don't want to do it, or I don't have the time to do it. Can you please do it for me? Whatever route you guys want to go is okay with me. I'm just here to educate you. With that being said, the 3 things that I do want to talk to you about today in this video are content, citations, and backlinks. I did want to start off by saying, though, as far as the overall site and the way it is designed, it's really nice. These pictures, I'm assuming, is your guys' own work, and it just showcases what work you guys do have to offer, as well as this picture down here of, the owner Ben, I'm assuming, with his significant other and their beautiful children. It really shows, it's good for building trust, we'll put it that way. And yeah, so from a design point of view, you guys did a great job. Now, unfortunately, Google can't rank a website based off of how good looking it is. They just don't have the time to go and search, look at the pictures. So how they rank websites is simply based off of content. There's other factors that go into ranking, but this is just one way. So now as far as content goes, this is all considered content. Everything that I have highlighted, all that you can read, that's all considered content. And what they do is they send these little robots through all this content. They're called crawlers. These crawlers go through, they read all this content, and they're looking for what's called keywords. A keyword is just a phrase somebody types in Google to find your business. Such as I typed in kitchen remodel, Loveland, Colorado, and that is how I found you guys. And as you guys can see, the first person that pops up is this Waterford Homes, and I'm going to show you how to beat them. But this is a keyword that those crawlers in Google are looking for, this keyword kitchen remodel. So I took this keyword, kitchen remodel, Loveland, Colorado, and I popped up this little box here, and this box shows me if that keyword is in your content at all, and it's not. So you're never going to be able to rank for something like that if you don't have that on your page throughout your content. So that's one of those tips, is I would make sure I fit that in there a couple of times. A quick little tip that most people don't know about, a lot of SEO experts don't even know this, but your images actually count for your content. So all these images, I would save them as various keywords that you want to rank for. So kitchen remodel, Loveland, Colorado, repurposed cabinetry, Loveland, Colorado. Name them as various keywords. And yeah, as far as that goes, when you do that, Google will actually help rank for that. So yeah, quick little tip that will help you beat out a lot of your competitors. And like I said, you can do that with all of your images. And the last tip on that, though, and really the most important tip when it comes to content is king in this industry. So the more content you have, the better. And Google's whole goal is to give their users the best experience. And so when somebody is typing in kitchen remodel, Loveland, Colorado, or whatever it may be, they want to make sure that whoever does show up first, that it's going to be the person that answers all of their questions. And that's typically a person who has the most content. So the average website on the front page of Google has right around 1,500 words of content. And if I were just to quickly scroll through and give you an estimate on your guys' content and how much content I would say you guys have, I would say you guys have roughly 400 words of content. Now, if we were to go over to your competitor, Waterford Homes, and see how much content their homepage has right now, I would say they roughly have 500 words of content. Now, I can tell right off the bat that they do not have that 1,500 words of content. But because they do have more content than you guys, it could be another big reason why they are ranked number 1. But the good news is that they are not considered an authority because they are not at that 1,500 word marking. You can easily blow them out of the water by going getting your guys' content up to 1,500, 2,000 words on your guys' homepage here. And yeah, that's my first tip for you guys, Larry. And my second tip is what's called backlinks. A backlink is a link when it's just when another website on the internet is linking to your website, which drives traffic to your website. And that's really important because Google's kind of like a popularity contest. They want to see a bunch of relevant websites linking to you, vouching for you. And keep in mind, I did say relevant because not all links are created equal. So Google's going to give you a lot more power if you have other likewise businesses as yourself linking to your website versus if you had a Pizza Hut linking to your website, because Google knows you're not a pizza company. So we'll come over here to a tool that I use. It's a paid tool. And you don't have to use this paid tool that I use. There's a bunch of free tools out there. Just type in backlink checker and you can find all this stuff that I'm showing you. But it says you currently have 262 backlinks. Well, if we go over to your competitor, we can see that they have 427 backlinks. So again, that's another reason they're outranking you. And this may seem like a big number to have to go after, but it's actually really easy to beat them, because if these links are good enough to rank them to that number 1 spot, then they're obviously good enough to rank you to that number 1 spot too, right? So all we would need to do is you guys would need to copy them. So if you go to the list of all of their backlinks that they have that are linking to them, you can, I'm going to show you, you can go to each one of these websites just like they did, and then you can put a link on this website back to your website. A lot of the times with different directories like Yellow Pages, Angie's List, it's just as easy as going and creating a new profile, and you get a backlink for yourself. With the other ones like news sources or blogs, stuff like that, you may have to reach out to them or email them and just ask them, hey, can I get a backlink on here? They may charge you anywhere from $100 to $500, whatever it may be. But whatever they had to do, you're going to have to do the same exact thing. But here's the kicker, that once you beat them with content and you beat them with the backlinks and you take that spot that they're in currently, you are now getting all the traffic that they had, and that's going to you. And yeah, just to kind of show you where they're being read at right now, traffic wise. Now, this is not exact, it's just where they're being read at. I just wanted to show you. They're being currently read at $53. Now, just from what I know in the background, research that I did before even doing this video, these guys are pulling their power from their main page. So each of your pages rank individually, and that tells me that they are getting their power from their main page. Actually, as far as your guys' stats go, it tells me that you guys are actually pulling a lot of your guys' power from your guys' main page as well. So that would be one reason why it would be really, and it's going to be really easy for you guys to beat these guys. But as you know, and as you can see, being in that spot and getting you in that spot can be very, very valuable for you guys. And I'm going to give you one last tip that it's the last place you can show up, and really the best place to show up, as right here in Google, the Google My Page section. Getting here just requires having more citations than your competitors. And a citation is anywhere your name, address, and phone number is listed in different directories across the web. If you're wondering what a directory is, I kind of touched base on it a little bit ago, but it's just a website that allows you to list your business's information, like Yelp, Angie's List, and stuff like that. But what I would do if I were in your guys' shoes, I know that you guys know that you are currently ranking in here, but people are constantly hiring other companies like myself to get them in the position that you're in. So what we would want to do is, for this instance, keep you in this position, and for this instance down here, get you in this position and then keep you in this position. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is I'd figure out all of the directories that these guys are listed in, and I'd list myself in the same ones, and then I'd add a bunch more on top. So if I found out that these guys are listed in like 150 different directories, I would go add myself to those and 300 more. But yeah, that's all I have for you, Larry and Ben, if you're watching. I hope you found this informative and helpful. Like I said, I try to keep this nice and short, to the point. But just as a super quick recap, you're going to want 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on this homepage here, and put some keywords in there. You're going to also want to copy all the websites that are linking to your competitor, Waterford Homes, and get them linking back to you as well. And you're going to want to put your name, address, and phone number in more directories than that Colorado home remodeling. And yeah, Larry, by following these 3 tips I just laid out, this is how you become #1 across Google. So yeah, you got 2 options now that you can take this information and do this stuff yourself, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. My goal is to educate as many business owners as I possibly can. But if you are like a lot of other business owners I speak to who they want this stuff done, but they don't have the time to do it, and they need somebody to help them out, then feel free to give me a call. My personal cell phone's 570-536-4151. I'd love to dive into your guys' goals and figure out what we can do to help get you where you guys need to be. I'd also love to learn about your guys' business. I'm very interested and inspired by your guys' overall about us. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, Larry, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.